Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Latanya. I am an 8th grade language arts, social studies, and history teacher in Southern California. More often than not, the focus of this channel is just me sharing my life with the world as a teacher, the highs and lows and all of that. And then sometimes I'll throw in some other kind of videos, whether they be financial videos or videos that would be considered more lifestyle videos. And so that is what this video is going to be today. Before I get into like the meat of everything, first, if you just hear rumblings around, those are my two dogs. They're very active right now. One is eating very voraciously right now, so I don't know if you can hear all the crunching and chewing in the background, but if you hear something, that's what it is. And then second, I want to say a big thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. If you don't know who or what Ana Luisa is, it is a jewelry company that is based out of New York that I became acquainted with last summer, this past summer. So over the summer, Ana Luisa reached out and asked if I would be willing to try a couple of their pieces and just kind of give my overall honest opinions on them. And so I said yes. And what they sent me were a couple of pairs of earrings and a necklace. And the first thing that I tried on were the earrings they sent me, and as soon as I put them on, I was a huge fan. Just based on what they looked like. They were a beautiful piece, or a beautiful pair, I should say, of earrings, but then also just the quality when I put them on. For the majority of my life, the earrings that I buy have just been like earrings that I find wherever I happen to find them. And it's been fine, but when I put these on, I could tell the difference between like well-crafted, high-quality earrings versus what I have been wearing in the past. And so I love just feeling like I'm putting on some quality jewelry right now. And then of course just the look of it. So once I did that, and once I tried those on and wore those pieces a couple of times, I was a huge fan. So when they reached out again and said, hey, we'd like you to try a couple other pieces, are you interested? I said yes. So here we are. So I want to thank them. The other thing I like about Ana Luisa is that there is a wide range of price points. So you can find things on the lower end around $39, $40. If you're looking to treat yourself and buy something a little bit more pricey or invest in something a little bit more pricey, you obviously have those options as well. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. And then last but not least is they are very environmentally conscious when they are putting their materials or their pieces of jewelry together. So they're very conscious from sourcing the materials to disposing of any materials they need to get rid of. They like to think of themselves as ethically friendly when it comes to jewelry making. So if you are interested in learning more about them or taking a look at some of their items, I will definitely leave a link in the description box below so that you can kind of investigate them a little bit further. But again, I'm a huge fan and I wouldn't have done this video if I wasn't. So if you are interested in learning more about Ana Luisa or maybe doing a little window shopping or real shopping for yourself, make sure to check them out. I will leave a link in the description box that will take you directly to them. And fun fact, this is also a piece. I'm wearing actually a necklace today and a pair of earrings, both of which are from Ana Luisa. So thanks again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. So let's get into the meat of the video. So if you are not following me on Instagram, you should definitely head over there and do that, especially if you are someone that's always looking for some ideas of what you can wear to work, affordable fashion that you feel comfortable in, because every morning, with the exception of Fridays and days that I'm not going to work, I do share my outfit of the day on Instagram through Insta stories. It's something that I've done for the past few years just for the fun of it. By no means do I think I'm some sort of style expert, but I do think over the years I have learned how to dress myself in a way that feels professional and comfortable for me. And I feel like I have some kind of sense of style. I've always liked clothes and putting outfits together, so I just have chosen to share that aspect of my life on Instagram. And so through that, I often get questions on how I organize my clothes, how I organize my accessories, how do I remember where I've gotten everything from, what process do I take when I'm trying to put something together. And so I decided to open up just a Q&A session on Instagram and said I would answer those questions in this video here, which is why we are here. So I'm going to answer some of those questions first, just some very general style questions, and then the ones that are more focused on organizing things and putting outfits together. I'm gonna answer those a little bit later because I'm gonna take you upstairs to my closet, show you how I have it organized as of right now, and then I'm also going to share some footage I took yesterday of the process I took in putting this outfit together. The process I took in putting this outfit together is pretty much the same process I use anytime I'm looking to find something to wear to work the next day. So this video is just meant to be fun, lighthearted. If you have any questions or comments throughout, please leave them in the comment section below, as long as they are productive and positive. But aside from that, I'm gonna get to the questions first, and then we're gonna head upstairs. So the first question I'm going to answer says, do you have some staple pieces that are always in your wardrobe? If so, what are they? The staple pieces that I have in my wardrobe is just a pair of pants, or a particular cut of pants that I found at Ann Taylor Loft that fit my body type very well. So as soon as I bought one pair of those pants, tried them on and said, this is a perfect fit, it fits me just the way I want them to fit, I just went out and I bought them in all different colors, and I'm actually wearing a pair of those pants today in navy blue. So if you are like me and you have like a little extra to offer in the bottom region of your body, I have found that buying my pants from Ann Taylor Loft in the Julie cut works really well. I like the fact that they are slim fitting but not like tight. Anything that says skinny or extra slim really is just a euphemism for, Latanya, you cannot wear this. So what I like about these pants is they do give the illusion of having a slim fit, but they're not tight and they're super comfortable. So I think for me, in terms of a work wardrobe, finding a good pair, a good cut of pants that works really well for you, and then just buying those in as many different colors as they have to offer is probably one of the smartest things you can do and the best ways you can spend your money on clothing. The next question says, are there places you mainly shop for clothes? Generally speaking, I am open to finding clothing anywhere where I find something cute and that the fit is good. I will buy things from Target, I will buy things from Nordstrom, I will buy things from Old Navy, I will buy things from H&M, I will buy things obviously from Ann Taylor Loft. I have found over the past couple of years I've bought more clothing from Ann Taylor Loft than anywhere else, because I am getting to the point where I'd rather spend a little bit more money on clothing that has just a higher quality in terms of how it's made so that it lasts longer than I was a few years ago, where maybe money was tight or I just really wasn't focused so much on quality as I was quantity. But truly, I am open to buying clothes from anywhere. I don't think it depends really on where you get the clothing so much as how you take care of the clothing and how you style the clothing. But if I had to pick a place where I get most of my clothes, specifically work clothes, from right now, it would be Ann Taylor Loft. Also because they always have really good sales. There's always some kind of sale going on, I should say, 40% off, or seasonal sales. So I really do shop there quite a bit for that reason as well. The next question is, how do you create a timeless modern wardrobe where most of the pieces can be mixed? So my strategy when I'm buying new clothes is, when I look at it, I ask myself, if you look at this same piece of clothing in 5 years, will you be embarrassed that you ever bought it? And if the answer to that is yes, then I don't buy it, no matter how cute or how trendy it is. So I try and just buy things that I really feel like, no matter how much time has passed, will still look nice, will still be in style. And I think it is extremely important to buy as many different colored pants as you can find, because the more options you have in terms of pants, the more options you have in mixing and matching. And that's really just kind of the strategy that I've always stuck to. Like, let me get as many different colors as pants as possible. When I'm buying things, I do pick up shirts and think to myself, do I have pants that match this? How many pairs of pants do I have that match this? Because if I have more than one pair of pants and I know will match a top, that gives me the option of mixing and matching. And that's kind of worked for me. If something's just super, super trendy, I just avoid it. A, because I feel like I'm too old at this point to be super, super trendy. And B, I just always want to be able to look at pictures of myself and outfits, or pick up pieces of clothing and really feel like they'll always be in style or they'll always look nice. So that's the mindset that I use when I shop. The next question says, how do you decide whether to keep clothes versus purging clothes? I just really, it usually happens around the summer when I have extra time on my hands and I'm a little bit bored. I'll just start going through my closet, and if I can't remember the last time I wore a piece of clothing, then I will just donate it. And that's really just the decision-making process that I go by. There really is nothing else that I use to kind of help me decide what I'm keeping versus what I'm purging. Obviously, if something doesn't fit anymore, that's gonna go. But more often than not, it's just kind of, I don't remember the last time I've worn this. And not only that, I don't really have any desire to wear it. You know how you see something in your closet and you realize you haven't worn it in a long time, but you're excited to wear it in the near future? If that happens, I'll keep it. But if I can't remember the last time I wore it and I have no desire to wear it again, then that's a good indication that it's time to kind of donate that and give that to someone else that would be more appreciative of that piece of clothing. And so that's what I do. And that usually only happens around once a year, usually in the summer. The next question says, do you organize your clothes by season? Not really. I live in Southern California. Technically, I don't really feel like we go through seasons like other states do. So I don't have a winter, spring, summer, fall section. All my clothes are just kind of mixed in together. I do keep sweaters in a separate location, but that's as far as separating it by season goes because it's not really necessary here in Southern California. The next question is asking about budget-friendly clothes. I think they're asking where can you go and shop and do so on a budget. Like I mentioned before, Old Navy is a great place to go. Old Navy is really good about picking up on trends from more expensive stores and then just recreating it in a much more affordable way. Target has really come up over the last couple of years. I have quite a few items from Target, and I just recently bought several items from Target because they have such good options now. Like I mentioned before, Ann Taylor Loft is a great option. They always have things on sale. The quality is really good. Nordstrom Rack, I'll go there pretty frequently. And I think those are the top places that I go to. I go to H&M, but the older I get, the harder it is for me to find things at H&M that don't feel like too young or too trendy, or that don't make me feel just ridiculous trying to wear it. But they do have good, nice pieces if you look in their section that's like more for professional wear. Do you do the one in, one out method so you don't accumulate lots of clothes? I do not. I think that is a good habit to have if you know you tend to hoard items in general. I don't hoard things. I have no problem getting rid of something that I no longer feel like I want or need or use. And because of that, I never get to a point where I feel like, okay, if I buy something new, I gotta remove something out. I actually like keeping things for a while because it just opens up more flexibility with my outfits and my wardrobe. And again, buying things that just kind of have a timeless style to them or are not overly trendy makes it so that I don't have the feeling of like, well, now I gotta purge some things because I bought some new things. So I don't really follow that rule at all. Next question, favorite items and why items you regret buying. That's kind of a hard question. I think my favorite items are just the pants that I'm wearing today. The Julie cut pants are some of my favorites because it is hard for me to find pants that fit in the waist as well as fit in the hips. I have also really loved buying Rothy's. I have, I think, 5 pair now. I've really enjoyed buying those in just all different colors because they look stylish but are very comfortable. Regrets. I regret the amount of money I've spent over the years in just less expensive, lower quality handbags. I am now at a place where I'd rather save up over time and invest in a really nice handbag than to just have a closet filled with handbags just because once you've carried it once for a while, I don't tend to carry them again. So then I would just look in my closet and be like, this is a ton of money just sitting in here, not being used. But I think that would be the regret. There's a couple pairs of shoes that I have upstairs and I'm like, oh, should you have bought those? But I don't know if it's to the point where I would call it a regret, if that makes sense. The next question, do you separate your work clothes from your casual clothes? I don't. I try and buy clothes that could work for both. So for example, this top here, I've worn this top with jeans and sandals and it's worked just fine. And today I wore it for work. I don't really have them separated. I do have like drawers with t-shirts in them. But a lot of those t-shirts I can actually dress up and wear them to work. So I don't really have like a casual section of my closet and then a work section of my closet. They're just kind of all in there together. The next question is when to get rid of stuff. My teacher staples feel tired, but I don't want to be wasteful. Again, I would say if you look at a piece of clothing and you are over it, you have no desire to wear it, you can't even think of how you would wear it, it's time to donate. If you feel like your teacher staples are feeling tired, I would ask yourself, are you trying to reinvent the same piece of clothing? Or are you just always wearing that same top with those same pair of pants over and over again, or every single time that you wear it? And if that's what you're doing, it will feel tired. So in the clip that I took of me picking this outfit together, I kind of touch on that. Like I try and look at pieces of clothing that I've worn before and then reimagine them with something else that maybe I didn't think of the first few times that I wore it. So try that and maybe your clothing will feel less tired to you. The last question kind of is like the other one. How often do I clean out my closet and rid items? I would say on average about once a year during the summer. I just go in there and just start pulling things out that I just haven't worn and don't want to wear anymore. So those are all the general questions that I've gotten that aren't really related to what's going on upstairs in my closet or picking out an outfit. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take you upstairs. I'm gonna show you my closet. It's relatively organized, but it's not perfect. So the system that I have in place is really just a system that has worked for me over the years, but it may not work for someone else. But this has been something that has been very functional for me. So I'm gonna show you my closet. I think I'm gonna show you how I organize my shoes, my accessories, and I think someone asked to see how I organize my workout clothes. So let's head upstairs, take a look there, and then we'll come back downstairs. Okay, so we are standing in the doorway of my closet. So I've never done this before, so hopefully I do a good job in explaining everything and that it all makes sense as I'm explaining it. But again, if you have questions, leave them in the comment section below and then I'll answer them for you. So I think the first thing that I'll do is I'll just give you like an overview of what the closet looks like. Let's start there. So here is the very beginning of the closet. It goes up, there's shelving up there, shelving at the top, then it kind of comes down. There's some drawers there, more clothes, racks there, a rack at the bottom, a rack on this side, and then more shelving units up there. So I will say this, I'm very, very grateful and thankful for the closet being set up the way that it was. This is how it came when I purchased the condo, and I definitely think it helps me to stay organized in here. Generally speaking, if I were to be honest, I am a pretty organized person, so even when I didn't have a closet like this, I did follow the same like methods that I'm about to show you. But there's no doubt, no denying that having all the shelving and the drawers and the way that it's set up in here now is very helpful. So let's get into it. Let me just get on this side of the camera. So as far as the clothing itself is concerned in the closet, it's separated into 3 sections. So this section that I'm showing right now is dresses and skirts. This section is tops. This section is blazers, cardigans, or jackets, but not all of them. There is another closet in the guest room that I put all my just really basic and standard cardigans. And then this section is for pants. And technically there's 4 sections. The 4th section would be here where I keep my jeans and then folded items in there. So within each section, it's pretty much similar. I have tried to put everything into one major category, and then there's subcategories within that. So like this major category is dresses and skirts, but then I've tried to organize it into subcategories so that you'll see right here, these are all dresses that have no sleeves. Then these are dresses that do have sleeves. And then in the back, these are just long maxi dresses or jumpsuits because I needed the height in that section of the closet. So I know that generally speaking, anything that is a dress that has no sleeves that is black and white is going to be approximately right here. And then the color is supposed to just progressively get darker. Now, sometimes it's correct and sometimes it isn't. But even if it's not progressively darker, all I have to do is look at one section and know, oh, this is where all the blues are, or this is where all the black and white dresses are. And so you can see here, it goes from black and white sleeveless dresses to sleeveless dresses that have a little bit more color. And then it starts progressing into dresses with sleeves and collars and so on. But then it starts over again. See, technically this should be at the front if I were following the same pattern that I had there, but it's not. It's okay though, because again, I can just look and I know that in this area, these are dresses with sleeves. So if I was thinking to myself, I'm looking for that black and white dress that I have that has sleeves on it, I just know to look here because that's where sleeved dresses are and it's gonna be there. I hope that made sense. And then the same thing back here, these are just all maxi dresses. And so I know to look there. I try and do the same thing with the tops. So with the tops, it goes sleeveless, short sleeve, long sleeve, and then I try to get it all separated by color. So these are all like whites or tops that are mostly white. These are grays. This went to like tan / orange. You can see there's some pink in there because I didn't know where else to put this. Browns, blues, golds. Now, I don't know why, like even this, like why this blue is separated from this blue. I think it's because it's just a lighter blue. Maybe that's what happened there. But there's more blues here, but these are all like navy blues, red, maroon, some grays, black and white. Now I know, if I were to be totally honest, I know there have been times where I've put stuff in the closet and hung it in certain sections, and I'm not 100% sure that that's where it's supposed to go based on my original intentions. But again, I still know that all it takes is for me to like visually look and I can see, oh, well, most of my gray items are over there, or most of the navy blue items are over there. So if I'm getting an outfit together and I'm thinking of a shirt that I want to wear and I know what color it is, I can pretty much kind of estimate approximately where in the closet it's going to be. And I think that is the thing that works for me. That is what's most efficient. So I'm not like rustling through drawers, going all through the closet, and that gets really frustrating and you feel like you're wasting time. So just kind of keeping them generally grouped together in the same location does help a lot. Then down at the bottom, these are again blazers, jackets that I wear, not so much for warmth as they are for style. So downstairs I do have a coat closet, and that's where I keep all my coats that I'm really wearing for the purposes of being warm. These are things that may give me some warmth, but more than anything I'm wearing them for style, and that's really it. So like my leather jacket, I don't necessarily put this on when I'm really cold, but if I want a certain look, I will put it on, so I keep it here. And then there are some other things down here like sweaters that I just couldn't fit in the drawer are down there as well. A couple of jean jackets, because jean jackets are really for style to me and not really for warmth. These two things, like these actually shouldn't be in there right now. So every now and then there's things in the closet that shouldn't be there, but that's okay. And then these are all my pants. So same thing. I try and organize them in progressive color. I'm not sure that this is the most logical thing for me to do. I feel like these should be towards the front, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I just know that all my tan and gray kind of pants are there. Black pants are generally right around there. And then anything that is not like a standard color or print is going to be towards the end. And that has worked. In the drawers and here, this is where I keep my jeans. And then in the drawer are things like, they're t-shirts, but I could still wear them to work. So like this is a shirt that I could wear with jeans, but I could also find a way to wear it to work. And so most of the stuff in here are t-shirts, but not like t-shirts I'm just gonna lounge around in. These are like my nicer t-shirts that I keep in these drawers. Or in this drawer, because the next two drawers are just sweaters. So this is just the extent of me separating my clothes by season. So these are all sweaters, and then these are all sweaters. And so you can see those drawers are pretty full, which is why I have some sweaters hanging there as well. So that's how I separate my clothes. I think if I were to give you, let me get some better light. If I were to give you any kind of advice, I do think it's a good idea to separate your clothes by category, like no sleeves, short sleeves, long sleeves, sweaters, thin sweaters, thick sweaters, so that when you think, oh, tomorrow's going to be cold, I need a really thick sweater, you know exactly where to look in your closet for that really thick sweater. Or if you're like, ooh, I'm gonna wear this pair of pants, I need a pink top, you know generally where in your closet you're gonna find that pink top, and that will make putting an outfit together more efficient, which will make you more likely to put your outfits together ahead of time in the future. So that's the clothes. The shoes are separated in, I think that they're categorized. So like, I think mostly everything over here, with the exception of a couple things that I can see, they're generally flats. I don't keep the shoe boxes shoes come in because they're never all the same size, which makes it difficult for you to stack them and difficult to see. So I got these really inexpensive clear boxes from like Ross or the Dollar Tree. They were very inexpensive, but I like that I can see the shoes, and in some cases I have multiple shoes in one container. So those are 2 pairs of Rothy's in there. That box has 1 pair, and I love the fact that I can just stack them. Here is where I keep all my booties, so I can just kind of see them. There's more booties up there. That container has my boots, like long boots that I have to zip up. And then up here are just shoes that I don't wear often. I'm not wearing heels like that often, so I put them up high because I don't need to have access to them on a regular basis, but I still need to be able to see what I have. And these shoes here are mostly sandals, I believe. So when I'm putting my outfit together, I will pull the box out that I need. It just sits on the floor, like that needs to be put away. I wore those on Friday. This is the box from the shoes that I wore today. But I just pull them down, take my shoes out, and then when I finish, I put the shoes back in the box and I put them back up there. And a lot of times I don't get that box put back up there right away. Sometimes that doesn't happen until the weekend, but it still is relatively organized without shoes, just like one shoe's here, one shoe's there. Other accessories, I have these different bins. So this kind of goes in line with one of the more common questions I get is, how do I organize my jewelry? So I organize them in different places. So down here, you can see there's all these like Sterilite shelves. They all have different things in them, and I'm going to try and do this one-handed. So this container just has a bunch of like chunky necklaces that I'm not too worried are going to get tangled up. So if I know I'm looking for a chunky, thick necklace, it's there. The next box has, I'm not even 100% sure. Oh, these are bracelets, just different kinds of bangles that I can mix and match. They go in here. These are inexpensive bracelets, so they're just kind of thrown in there. The next thing, I think I showed you this in the clip of me taking out my outfit, so I'm not gonna do too much, but there are these like craft containers. This is where I keep all my earrings. Every pair of earrings has its own little tiny compartment, but I will show you that in the clip of me picking out my outfit that I'm wearing today. Same thing with this. This is just a container. In the year of COVID, I had to find a container with all my face masks in it. These are all from Old Navy. I do try and coordinate my face mask with my outfit. And then this is a good idea. I don't think many people think to do this, but this is a lifesaver for me when I'm pulling outfits together. So you know how you get pants and they all have like just random little cloth belts, and I don't necessarily want them with the pants, but I need to know where they are when I want to wear the pants. So this is all that this is. Any sort of pants that I bought that has a cloth belt or a cute little belt that goes with it that's an accessory, I just throw it in here. And you can see it's not organized, but it's organized in the sense that I know where to find it. So when I'm wearing my red pants that have like a little tie, I don't have to think to myself, oh my God, where's the tie that goes to the pants? Because I know it's going to be in that container. So that's the closet. I think that really is all there is to it. I think Also down there are tennis shoes. I forgot to show you that. But if there's something that I'm forgetting to show you, please let me know and I will make sure to answer it. Someone did ask about how I organize my workout clothes, and those are just in this drawer. There's no fancy way that they're organized. These are just all the towels that I use when I work out. You can see that I've spent a small fortune just in towels at Orange Theory. These are pants. These are tops, whether they be sports bra or the actual tops themselves. So I just keep those in there. So the moral of the story that I'm trying to present to you guys is that, am I fairly organized? Yes. Is it perfect? No. What is the key for me being able to find things and put things together efficiently? It's just categorizing items and then generally keeping them in the same location. For the most part, when I take off jewelry and shoes, I will take them off. I will put them back where they belong, either that same day or within the week. I know that we all get busy, and sometimes you just want to put your earrings down here and your necklace down there because you just don't feel like you have the time to take out like the container it goes into. And so when I feel tempted to do that, especially with jewelry, I will just remind myself I'm either going to spend the time putting it away properly now, or I'm gonna spend the time panicking later looking for it. And usually when I'm looking for it, I don't really have the time to be panicked and looking for it. So I'd rather put in the time of staying organized ahead of time, as opposed to just kind of being in this flustered state when I'm trying to get ready for work and I'm looking for that one earring that I know I have and I just don't know where it's at. So that's kind of just how I operate. I don't know, I feel like there's something that I'm forgetting. Oh, I think someone wanted to know about my handbags. So I do have to bring you back in the closet here. So, as I mentioned, I used to buy purses all the time from all different places. I've since sold a lot, given some away, but I used to keep them in here. In here now, there are still a few handbags that I didn't sell or I didn't get rid of. That's a pair of yoga socks right there. So you can see down there, there's a Kate Spade purse. I don't think there's anything in that Rebecca Minkoff bag, but this was where I kept all my purses. And now they're just like some random purses that I'm holding on to for sentimental reasons, or I can't quite let it go yet. But for the most part, I've stuck to 2 Louis Vuitton bags that I have. This one is for summer, so it's the lighter pattern. I don't like saying it because I feel like I say it wrong, but that pattern there. I keep them stuffed so that they keep their shape. This is a purse that I got from Estonia when I was there. And then I have that little bag over there from Longchamp. I got that in Finland. And that's really it. These are my Peloton shoes. But I only have 2 main handbags that I'm working with right now. That summer one, and then the one that I carry for the fall is downstairs. But that just stays out while I'm using it. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Oh, I will show you where I keep the rest of my cardigans. Hopefully this room is not a mess because I've been trying to organize some things here. Okay, so this is where I keep all my other standard cardigans. This is just the closet and the guest room. So just basic solid colored ones. Other jean jackets. So those jean vests that were in the closet just now shouldn't be there. They should be here. There's some sweatshirts down there. That's just some luggage next to it. But that's pretty much it. That is how I organize my stuff. I hope that what I showed you was helpful, and if not helpful, at least somewhat entertaining, or gave you some ideas on how to organize things. I think my favorite organization tip that I would share if I had to choose one thing for you to take away from this video and my expertise is just getting the craft containers for your earrings. So it is nice to know that my earrings are always together, and then having them separated by like color. So I have a container for gold earrings, a container for silver earrings, and then a container for like black earrings or darker colored earrings. So that's it. That's my closet. I'm gonna head back downstairs and then I'm gonna wrap this video up. But yeah, let me know if it was helpful to you. So that was just a quick tour of my closet. The next little clip that I'm going to show you is the process that I go through when picking out an outfit. And the clip that you're gonna see is the process that I took yesterday when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to wear today, which is what you see here. So here is the process that I follow. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I have done all my errands for the day, got my car washed, took a Peloton class, amongst some other errands I needed to run, put my laundry away and all that. So now I'm just at the point where I am getting ready to pull out my outfit for tomorrow. So I thought, instead of just kind of telling you guys what I do to kind of plan my outfit for the day, because that was a question that popped up a couple of times, I thought that I would just show you the steps that I normally take. So the first thing that I do, and you know, before we get into it, I don't have a very like a detailed game plan. Like, I basically do two things. And so the first thing that I do is I just check the weather, just because I need to dress for the weather. I do live in Southern California, so saying I check the weather is kind of silly, because the weather doesn't have a whole lot of variation throughout most of the year. But I still check it to know, do I need a sweater? Do I need to cover my feet by wearing closed-toed shoes, stuff like that. So tomorrow, the low is supposed to be 55 and the high is gonna be 84. So it's gonna be a relatively pleasant day. So I check the weather. That kind of determines what kind of shoes I need to wear, whether or not I need to layer or anything else. And then I try and think of, is there something that I just mentally can think of that goes along with the weather that I haven't worn in a long time. 84 degrees is not warm enough for me to wear a dress. If it was going to be really hot, I would probably start thinking about dresses that I haven't worn in a while. So more than likely, it's just gonna be like a pair of pants and a top, okay? I will say, I always have, not always, a lot of times I have ideas in the back of my mind as to what I want to wear in the upcoming days. And so I knew what the weather was going to be tomorrow earlier, because I checked it earlier. And so there's 3 different options I have in my mind. So I'm going to take you into the closet. And hopefully by sharing this process, I can also answer some other questions that have popped up. The lighting in here, again, is not the best, but we will make do. So here are the 3 things that I've thought of so far. I usually start by thinking about tops, because pants, it doesn't really matter, especially if you're wearing solid colored pants. It's not the pants that make the outfit, in my opinion. It's the top or the accessories that make it seem as if you're wearing, or make it seem as if you have a whole lot of clothes. So the first thing that I thought of was this shirt, because I have not worn these pants in a while. And so I was trying to think of these pants and a top that I could wear with these pants that I haven't before. And so I thought of this because I've never worn those things together before. And I also like the idea that there's some colors in this top that match some shoes that I have. So there's pink in here. I do have some pink Rothy's. There's like this yellow orange. I have some yellow Rothy's, but I don't think that's gonna work out. The only issue is that I have worn this top relatively recently. This is what I wore on the first day of school. So that kind of makes me feel like I shouldn't wear that. Then I thought, because this is right next to that, I have not worn this top at all this year. And I don't really remember when I wore it last year. And I've only worn this top with jeans, I think. So my thought was, I can wear this top and I could wear it with these navy blue pants that are from Ann Taylor Loft. So I can wear with these because it matches. And then to make it a little bit more different, or even more different, I can wear it with this cardigan that I wore, or that I bought from Target not too long ago. That was the second option. The other option that I thought of, that I know I'm not going to choose just because I just know, is I haven't worn this shirt this year, I don't think. This is from Target. And I don't really know what other color pair of pants to wear with this besides black, and I've done that before. I very briefly thought about wearing this shirt with these pants because I feel like it could work. It may feel a little 70s to me, but let's see. So like when I'm trying to see if things will work, sometimes you just have to like try. So when I look at that, it doesn't look terrible. It has possibilities, but I'm just not confident enough to try that just yet. So I know that I'm not going to wear that top. So it's between the 2 tops that I showed you earlier. I don't think I said where these came from in case you were curious. This I think is from like TJ Maxx, and this was from Ann Taylor Loft. What I am going to decide upon is I'm going to go ahead and pick this top because I haven't worn that at all this year. So that gives me, I don't know what the term is. The fact that I haven't worn that top at all this year and I wore the other one creates like, creates some space in between outfits, if that makes sense. Like, that just gives me more time to wear that shirt again and delay the amount of time in between the first time I wore it and the second time I wore it, which might cause someone to think it's a new top when it's not. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's my thought process. So I'm going to wear that top. I am going to use or wear it with the navy blue pants that I just showed you because I don't like the idea of black and blue together. Like, I don't like the idea of wearing that top with black pants, and I don't have any other pants that would match. So I'm gonna pull this out. The pants will probably need to be ironed. I don't know so much about the top. These are the wrong pants. Let's go back. These are not the navy blue pants that I thought they were. Are these, see, this is the problem. I have navy blue pants, and sometimes because they're next to the black pants in my closet, it's hard for me to tell the black pants from the blue pants. So this is what, there we go. This is what I think I'm going to wear tomorrow. I'm also going to wear this sweater, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. I normally will just hang this right there so it's ready to go in the morning. And honestly, first, once I have the outfit decided, I will iron it. But just in the interest of time for you guys, I'm not going to have you watch me iron it. After I iron it and hang it in the closet where I just put that sweater, then I start pulling out accessories. So this part also shows how I organize my accessories. I know for a fact, and this was the other reason why I thought of this top and that other top, that I want to wear the new Ana Luisa necklace that I got, because that is the one piece that I just recently got that I haven't been able to wear yet. So I have that out because I knew I was going to wear it. So I'm going to be wearing this piece here. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. It's just this little teeny tiny star. If the camera will focus. There we go. I'm going to wear this little necklace here. And for these more expensive pieces of jewelry that I have, I keep them in the pouch that they came in. So this came in this pouch. The other Ana Luisa items that I have, I keep in their own separate pouches in this box. And I think I want to wear some earrings tomorrow. And I think just by the feel of this, these are the earrings. I just want to keep it pretty simple with the earrings. Again, let me put you down because I obviously cannot do this one-handed. Okay. There we go. So I am going to wear these earrings, just nice, simple, basic hoops. But again, these are what I would consider nicer pieces of earrings, or nicer pieces of jewelry, excuse me. So I'm going to keep them in this pouch. And since I know I'm wearing these tomorrow, I'm just gonna have these laid out on my dresser so that they're easy for me to grab and go, okay? And they get stored in this box. And this box, let me move my purse out of the way. This box of nicer pieces of jewelry from Ana Luisa gets stored in this container with other more expensive or nicer pieces of jewelry that I have. So these are just little pouches. These are the pouches they came in. Some of them were just extra pouches, but there's rings, there's bracelets, anything that I just feel like is of greater value than just something you can grab at like an Old Navy or something gets kept in here. So there's that. So I picked the jewelry. So my earrings are picked out, my necklace is picked out, and then I pick out my watch, or really my watch band. I do have an Apple Watch, and so I do try and switch the bands out to match the outfits. In all honesty, in the past couple of weeks I've been thinking about going back to just my regular watches because I kind of miss those, and I I love my Apple Watch, but I also find myself getting anxious because of it sometimes, because I am constantly getting notified or reminded that I need to stand or told that I need to close my rings, and I like that, but there are times, depending on my stress levels, that just feels like too much. But I also like watches. So these are just my regular watches. I haven't worn them in a while. They all kind of just stay there. I tried to get a watch in every different like metal color so that I had options there. But as far as my bands, these are also in the closet. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there's multiple Sterilite bins on this shelf right here, and on top of these, I'll pull these out so you can see. Let's see if I don't drop this. Let me walk you to the bathroom counter. Okay. Okay. So, depending on how I edit this video, I should have already shown you these before. So these are actually craft cases. I think you're supposed to put like beads in these. I'm not 100% sure what they're really made for, but I use them to store my earrings. So these are all earrings that are like black or like grayish in color. These are all earrings that are more silver based, light colored. And then these are all earrings that are gold, in the gold family. So those stay in the closet on that shelf. And on top of that, I have this pouch here that I got from Amazon, and hopefully I can link it. I think I put this in my Amazon store, but I store my watch bands in here. So again, I'm gonna put you guys down. So it's just this case. It looks like this. It was pretty inexpensive, and when you open it, you can store all your bands that way. So these are the colors that I have so far. And because I know that I'm going to be wearing gold earrings tomorrow and accessories, I am going to pull out this band here. So this I got from Amazon. I think this is in my Amazon store. If not, I'll try and get it in there. So this is like a faux brown leather band, and I'm going to put that on my watch right now. My goal is always to just get all this stuff done ahead of time because my mornings are pretty tight, especially if I take a Peloton class, so I don't really have time to be doing stuff like this because I have just enough time to get ready. So this is the band that I'm gonna wear tomorrow. I'm gonna put that back on the charger. This is the original band that came with the watch, and I am just going to attach them together, and I'm gonna stick it right in here. And there's that. Okay. So my watch is another accessory that I try and coordinate with my outfit whenever I can. And then the last two things, no. The last two of the last three things are my face mask. So here is the container of face mask. I will pull this out. Again, I'll take it to the bathroom counter so you guys can see a little bit better. My outfit is pretty basic in terms of the colors. It's just blue and that gold. And my sweater is brown. So more than likely, I am going to use a blue face mask. All of these are from Old Navy. I do wash them, but you know, makeup is not the easiest thing to get off. What I'm looking for right now is to see if I have a navy blue one that I've just never worn before, and I don't think that I do. I didn't necessarily need this mini face mask, but okay, I don't have one, so I'm just gonna take this one. What I was saying was I don't necessarily need that mini face mask, but it is nice to have because I know I always have one that's clean. So I will take this, I will lay it here with my earrings, and then once I put my earrings and everything on tomorrow, I will take this face mask, I will throw it in my purse so that is ready to go. Then I pull out my shoes. I know that I want to wear, I have a pair of brown sandals. They're like slide-on flats, and I believe they're in that box there. So I'm going to pull that down. Let me put you guys down here. And I'm going to use this little step stool that I have that I got from like Ross. It's right here. I use this when I need to get up high. I think I showed you this, but just in case, this doubles as storage. So there's hats down in there. Some of my dog's clothes are down in there. But I use it mostly to stand on to get my shoes down. So I think, and you can see these little containers are super cheap because, oh, I'm not even showing it to you. They're super cheap because this one is broken, but they get the job done. And this is a top that I think belongs over there. So I pull these down, push this back to where it belongs, and I just lay them there. Like, I just know that those are the shoes I'm gonna wear. Put that back there. So I have my shoes out, my watch band has been switched, my earrings are out, and then the last thing that I think about is what glasses do I wanna wear? These are the glasses that I've had the longest. These are what I call my ride or dies. These are the ones that are just the most comfortable. But over the years, because I'm someone that has to wear glasses no matter what, I just got to a point where I was like, you know what, if you have to wear these, just have fun with them and give yourself some options. So several years ago, I went and got my eyes checked at Target for the first time, and they happened to be having a sale where it was like you buy one and you bought one pair of frames and you got another pair either for free or half off. It was something like that. And so I took that opportunity to buy a pair of prescription sunglasses, which is one of the smartest things I've ever done. And then every year I'll just check around that time to see if they have that same kind of sale, and if they do, I will buy glasses. So I have, I think, 4 different pair at this point, and this is where I keep them. It's not super organized, it's just in this drawer. And they are just in different cases. They're not even in the cases that they originally came in. So I think I'm going to wear the ones that are brown. I have brown frames, or tortoise shell really. These here. So I will take these out with the case. I will walk them over here. I will, before I put them down though, I normally clean them so that they're cleaned tomorrow. But again, I'm not going to force you to see me do that. So I'm going to clean them and then I'll put them down on the dresser with my other accessories. And that's really it. Like, that's really how I plan an outfit in terms of trying to see if things work together or colors will work out in terms of accessories. It's just trial and error. So this outfit is pretty straightforward because there's nothing like new that I'm trying aside from pairing it with a different pair of pants and wearing it with the cardigan that I know is gonna match, and the shoes are pretty straightforward and standard. But if I were to do that other outfit and I wanted to think about trying it with those Rothy's, I would literally just get this shirt down. So this shirt here, remember, this is the one that I wore on the first day of school. And my thought is to try it with the pink Rothy's and maybe even the yellow Rothy's. So then I would go get those shoes. And I'm gonna do this now just because when the time comes for me to actually wear that outfit, I'll know whether or not it's gonna work or not. And so my Rothy's are here. My pink ones are in that box and the yellow ones are there. So I'm gonna take down the pink ones. So let me get on my stool. I don't know if I'm gonna try the yellow ones because I'm really not feeling like they're gonna work. And what a great angle you guys are seeing me at. So here's the pink ones, and I'm just gonna try it. Let's see. I'll just lay them like that, and I mean, I feel like I could get away with it. They're not the exact same shade of pink. These are lighter than the pink that's in the shirt, but I think when put together they might work. And now I'm curious about the yellow one, so I am gonna try it. And in this box, I have 2 different pair. I have a leopard pair Rothy's and then this yellow pair. If you're interested, I will put a discount code to Rothy's in the description box. People ask me, sorry, the lighting's bad. People ask me if I like them. The answer to that would be yes. I think at this point I have 5 pair. And there's another pair that I want to get. I just haven't gotten them yet. So let's take a look with the yellow ones. These are my yellow Rothy's. Pick them up, lay them there, and actually, I feel like that would work, and I might even like it better than the pink. So I think my point to you is if you're someone that's like, I just don't know, I just get too nervous, just try it. Like, just put it together, see what it looks like, see how you feel, put it on. And there's days where I've put something on and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure enough to at least try it and go out in public and let people see. So now I know when the time comes for me to wear that shirt again, I have two options. And you know what, let's take it another step further. Let's go ahead and get those pair of pants, because now, then I'll really know if I can do this as an outfit one day. Because on the first day of school, I wore this top with some just navy blue pants. So let's see. Let me get tomorrow's outfit out of the way. Okay. Here's the pants. The top that's kind of off the hanger, but it's okay. And the shoes. Okay. There you go. I think it would work. This is the yellow pair of shoes, and here it is with the pink. I mean, they both work. I like them both, and now I don't know which one I like better, but now I know I can do it is the point. So that is my process for putting an outfit together. I hope that it was helpful to you in some kind of way. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer, let me know. I want to make sure I showed you everything else that I wanted to show you that I haven't already shown. I showed you where I put my nicer pieces of jewelry, the earrings. There's another place where I put jewelry, and it's here. This is the tripod. These are where I put necklaces that are delicate in nature, like they're not thick or chunky, but they weren't super expensive. I just have them hanging here. It is not the best solution, because when I do need a necklace, I do have to like take some time to make sure it's not tangled, and every now and then I do have to untangle it, but it works well enough. I think that's the best solution I've come up with so far. So that's my process. I hope it helped. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section. I will try and answer them. And I think that's it. Okay guys, so in this video I answered some of the general questions that I've gotten from some of my followers over on Instagram. I've taken you on a tour of my imperfectly organized closet and kind of showed you some of the other areas in my bedroom that I use to keep my clothes, accessories, and things organized. And I walked you through the process that I take when picking out an outfit specifically for work, like the steps that I go through in order to put something together, and just kind of like my thought process as I'm doing it. So I really hope that if nothing else, the video was fun. You got a couple of ideas. You satisfied the nosy part of you, and just kind of seeing what other people do and how other people organize their house. I know I love doing that. But all in all, I hope that you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you did, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do that. Again, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you head over there so you can keep up with all the outfits that I put together throughout the school year. And last but not least, again, I want to say thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. If you are looking for some well-made, high-quality jewelry that is environmentally friendly and that is available at all different price points, I definitely recommend checking out their website. They always have great sales and great offers going on, so I will make sure to leave a link in the description box below. Aside from that, I hope you guys are having a great day, whatever it is that you are doing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye everybody.